YouTube? It's your boy Big John, aka Bama Villain, coming back at you with another one. It's my boy Timmy Boy. Today we really ain't got a whole lot of nothing special going on, no challenges, nothing this week. So we're gonna treat this one more like a, more like a podcast kind of scenario. We're just gonna shoot the shit and talk about some different subjects and
just sit here and look completely uncomfortable.
Yeah, see where it goes. So a couple subjects we can talk about. We got the bullying situation going on over in Australia with the little Quaden, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's Quaden. That's how you pronounce it, Quaden Bales. We can talk music. We can talk pretty much anything. Or shit, we could fucking tell stories from a youth gone awry. Some of the shit we used to get into. So what you think? What are you gonna talk about?
I don't know. You made your mention on the whatever with the bullying and stuff. And are you one of those conspiracy theorist guys?
You mean as far as the
claiming it's all a hoax?
Claiming it's all a hoax. I'm not a conspiracy. I mean, yeah, I think there are some conspiracy theories out there with validity, but I'm not on this one. I don't think so. I know there's people claiming he's older than what he is and they're scamming people out of money. I don't think he's 18. I think the video trail on the internet pretty much proves that he's a 9-year-old boy. But I've also seen posts where people are talking about, I guess, parents of other kids that go to school with him talking about he was bullying people, and then when they give it back to him, he couldn't take it. So when he'd give other kids shit, they'd give it back to him, then he'd get upset about it. And I read that his mama is big time on trying to make something out of it just to get attention and stuff. But again, I don't know all that, and I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say that's what it is. I'm just saying that's what I've seen.
I've only seen of course you have your the celebrities and all that shit.
Oh yeah, who do we have? Celebrity Brad Williams and
Brad Williams is a little man himself.
Yeah. Brad Williams, and then the dude that plays on The Walking Dead. What's his name?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and then Wolverine. Hugh Jackman. See, I don't remember all these fucking actors. But yeah,
Josh Gad. I don't know, man. You watch the video, man. It's whether it's an act or not. I don't think it's an act, but whatever the case may be, it's gut wrenching.
It's very gut wrenching,
and so I don't think that it's all a hoax, because if all of these celebrities are reaching out and they're sending money and they're doing all this, it would just be like a slap in the face if it ended up falling apart.
If it was to come down to it and it was all a hoax, then yeah, it's gonna look very, very bad on this kid and this kid's mom. But like you said, everything going on the way it is, I don't think it's a hoax. I feel bad for the kid because I know what it's like to have a kid that gets bullied. My son, my son's got Asperger's and ADHD, and he comes to me every other weekend. He'll talk about how other kids don't like him and stuff like that. I don't think he's getting bullied as it is. He just doesn't have a lot of friends, which I was the same way at that age. Kind of social awkwardness, didn't have a whole lot of friends. But I understand where the mom's coming from with being upset with her kid getting bullied, especially with the condition he has and all that stuff. But I guess my biggest thing about it is that a lot of people are wanting to put focus on mental illnesses and all this other stuff, as far as, because he was saying he wanted to commit suicide and all this other stuff. A lot of people are putting a lot of focus on mental illnesses, and I'm not 100%. I'm not against that, but I'm not 100% putting it all in that. Whereas My stance on it is everybody's got to raise their kids right, and a lot of this stuff will be cut out and won't fucking happen. Like, I understand that there are mental issues out there that people have, kids have mental issues, but on that perspective of it, you got to think about it. Most mental issues, quote unquote, these days are developed. People aren't born with them, they're developed. Well, how do you develop mental issues? You got physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychology. What's the
Spit
word?
it out.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Psychological.
Psychological, okay.
Psychological abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, whether it be at home or be at school with other kids. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that develops these mental issues with people. Because most people aren't born with mental issues, especially people who claim they have mental issues. They're not born with it. It's from months and years of abuse, no matter what kind of abuse it is. So I feel like if our generation of parents would get their head out of their asses and quit letting the internet raise their kids and raise their kids right, then a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. A lot of these quote unquote mental illnesses that people have wouldn't happen and stuff. And yeah, there is shit that happens at home, kids getting abused at home, whatever the abuse may be, where it's going to be a lot harder to fix that kind of abuse. But as far as the abuse they get at school is something that parents can learn how to raise their kids right and learn how to respect people.
Kids are fucking brutal.
I got bullied in my day, and kids today are on a whole new fucking level.
It's because
the
kids
internet
are so damn privileged, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's the internet. They see all this shit happening on the internet, and they think it's cool to go out and do it and do this to other kids, man.
I don't. But I've been saying, I've been saying for a long time, it's sad when you have kids that learn how to swipe right before they can even talk.
Yeah.
That irritates me. Like, which my son, obviously, he wants to sit in and play on his Kindle and the video games and all that, and I will let him to an extent, but like, for the most part, it's get your ass outside. Like, go play. Go do something. You know what I mean? Don't sit here and become a hermit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you're taking up space. Get out, use your imagination, have fun. Because that's, it was miserable staying inside when I was younger. I loved being outside. Climbing trees.
Being outside when we was younger was the only shit to do. Our toys got old after a while, but now it's an age of internet, and that's all kids want to do. They're gaming.
There's too many toys. Like my son, he has, I don't know why I'm saying my son, Eli.
Yeah.
They have access to so much shit, right? Like, he's got toys everywhere. Like, and so he's got so much to play with that he doesn't know what he wants to play with. Like, he'll play with this one and he'll get bored with it and want to go do something else instead of, it's like, when I was younger, I mean, of course, I had my toys and shit, right? When I was a kid, but like, I didn't always have such a variety. I had certain ones that I play with and that's it. But like, they have the whole ADHD thing or ADD or whatever it is. I don't know. I think half of it's made up bullshit, but they have no concept of imagination. That's something that's gone right out the window these days, isn't it?
Well, that I can say about Xander that he does still have a lot of imagination, even though he's about to be 13 with what he has, the conditions that he has, which I don't know. We hark upon that a lot, but in my opinion, he's just a normal little boy, and he still has an imagination. But like yesterday, I took him out to the park yesterday, and we spent 3.5 hours out at the park yesterday, just playing, and him playing with other kids, and watching him interact with other kids, and his imagination with him playing Spider-Man and shooting his web and all this stuff. I mean, I can still say that a lot of kids still have the imagination like that, but it's the get up and go that they don't have. They don't want to get up and go outside. They don't want to because they're glued to that TV. They're glued to that PlayStation, that Xbox, that tablet, whatever it is. And yeah, I want to get my son every other weekend. Kind of me and you kind of in the same boat, but when on rainy weekends when we can't get outside and do anything, yeah, I'll let him stay in his room. I'll give him a little bit of extra playing time on the PlayStation or TV or whatever. But I also make him cut it off a lot and read books or play with his Legos or do something other than being glued to that TV. And I try to limit YouTube. And I know I don't monitor his YouTube watching as much as I should, but I try my best to at least limit it to where he's only watching certain things and only watching for a certain amount of time a day and all this other stuff. So they just, in my opinion, they just don't have to get up and go to want to go outside and play because they've got, who wants to ride a bike when they sit in front of a PlayStation, in front of a TV and play PlayStation all day? So, but yeah, I think all the stuff with the kid down there in Australia, again, I think his name's Quaden, is how you pronounce it, Quaden Bales. But watching that video, man, I couldn't imagine my kid acting like that and saying some of the things he did, wanting to kill himself at 9 years old. Man, kids don't need that kind of mindset, man. You're supposed to be a kid. I never once thought about anything that serious till, shit, I was 15, 16 years old at least. I mean,
I know that these kids are like, man, it pisses me off so bad. First off, I hate the word bully. I think once you start calling somebody a bully, you all of a sudden made yourself out to be some kind of victim. Everybody's got to be a victim nowadays, right?
Very true.
But like I'm a small dude. Well, I mean, I've gotten fat over the years, obviously, but I'm small, right? So in school, surprisingly, I was never bullied. I mean, I had this, I guess, the gift of gab, and I would always try to make, if I saw it coming, instead of doing the whole physical, I'm going to beat you up like people do, I would always try to make them feel stupid. So then they'd just lose interest with the whole thing. So I never really got bullied. So I can't really speak on that note. You know what I'm saying? But if like, okay, I'm not saying anything out of the way here. Okay. You see the kid, you see his condition and the way he is. And like I said, kids are so brutal that, of course, if anything, what he's got going on, of course they're gonna pick on him because their kids can be assholes.
And he's different, so yes. That's something to pick on.
So, but like, and it's a little bit harder, yeah, with people of that nature and that, you know, have those kind of conditions. But for the most part, if we would stop coddling our kids so much,
that's a big issue
and
too.
Tell them, knock that bully's teeth out.
Stand up for yourself. You're going to take an ass whooping every now and then, but you can give out a few ass whoopings.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if you get beat up every day. Eventually, if you're fighting back, eventually it seems like that dude's going to quit.
Yeah. I mean, even if you get your ass whooped.
I mean, but at least you're standing up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
that, and after you get your ass whooped so many times, a lot of times, even, especially towards high school, I seen that once a kid stood up for himself and gained a little respect, then usually the quote-unquote bullies would respect it a little bit and leave them alone, or at least give them a break for a little while. But yeah, I agree. A lot of kids, and hell, a lot of fucking grown-ass adults are coddled to the point of being victims nowadays. So bullies are always going to be around. I don't care who the president is. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what side of the aisle you are on politically. I don't care any of that stuff. No matter what you vote for or who tries to enforce these laws, bullying is always going to be around. You're not going to be able to get rid of bullying. So the best thing you can do is teach your kids to stand up for themselves. Either outsmart them mentally and make them feel about this big, to the point where you embarrass them and they just leave you the hell alone, like he said, or knock a fucking tooth down their throat. I got bullied when I was in middle school, but when I came into my size, I never did really get bullied in junior high and high school because I was a big motherfucker. So my size worked to my advantage. So
that's the biggest reason why you're my friend. Pun intended. Yeah.
we became friends because he stole my 8 Mile.
No,
in high
I
school.
didn't.
Jack.
We're not even going in that. Okay. We're not even going in that. You know what?
He thought I was gonna bully him.
No, I didn't really know you all that well at that point. You were a big one. But no, man, get me on that subject. I'm not even. But
yeah, like I said, man, I think it's horrible seeing the video, and it's horrible knowing kids go through that. But I think a lot of people want to try to put blame here and there, mental illness and all this other stuff. Kids are dickheads. Bullying is always going to be around, and kids are always going to be dickheads because parents are not going to raise them right. That's just a simple fact of life. You born, you die, you pay taxes, and kids are going to be dickheads because parents are fucking lazy. So,
just sort of off subject. You talk about videos. I really wish I had the video and I could show it, but I know you've seen that. Every now and then you'll get somebody that just really gives that middle finger. You know what I'm saying? And it fits so perfectly in the situation that's going on. And I know you've seen that video of some dude, like, I think it's oh my God, is it Bernie Sanders? I think is having some kind of rally.
Oh, the boat
and
comes
the boat comes by. It's got a big Trump. Oh,
giant
dude,
Trump flag with a loud ass horn on the boat.
dude. Like, I was like, I don't give a shit what side you're on, if you're left or right. It doesn't matter. You've got to appreciate the balls on that dude. That was so great.
A big fuck you right
there. That was awesome. Oh my God, it was so great.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's a subject it's hard to tackle, especially if you have a kid that's getting bullied. But for the kids who are out there doing the bullying, and if you're one of them and you're watching this, stop being a jackass. Don't be a jackass your whole life. Take up for other kids, man. And if any parents see this who have a kid who might be the bully, man, teach your kids some respect for people. Teach them how to. I get it. You got friends. Me and him crack on each other all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. But when you've got a group of friends who do that with each other, and you taking shots with each other all the fucking time, that's one thing. But just being mean to people, especially people you don't know, just to be fucking mean to make yourself feel a little bit better. That in my opinion is not so much anything towards mental illness as it is just parents not wanting to raise their kids, or letting the internet raise their kids, or letting whatever, social media, whatever the case may be, letting something other than them raise their kids, and they see all this shit on the internet, see how cool it is to watch other people get bullied on the internet and the type of shit they go through. But it just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this can be cured if parents would start giving a shit about raising their kids right and respecting others.
Yeah.